What? Have you lost your mind, Sophia? Nora exclaimed in disbelief. I haven't. That's why I've thought this through before making a decision, Sophia replied, shifting her phone from one ear to the other. You're telling me it makes sense to leave a magnificent house despite such ridiculously low rent? Think about it, Nora. A bungalow that should cost at least $50,000 a month is being offered to me for just $10,000 without any advance payment. Doesn't that sound suspicious? Something has to be wrong. She sat cross-legged on the single bed. You yourself said the agent told you there are rumors about the place. They lowered the rent to make it livable. Yes, but what if those rumors are true? Or what if they're just rumors? She fell silent, lost in thought. Anyway, I've done as much as I could. I'm leaving for Lahore to attend a wedding. Now it's up to you, Noura said, ending the conversation. They weren't close friends. Sophia often helped her with scripts, so Nora had offered whatever support she could out of courtesy. Nothing more, nothing less. Sophia's refusal had caught Daniel completely off guard. His entire plan collapsed. The commission from selling the bungalow was already settled, but Mr. Smith had promised him a commission for renting it out as well. He was supposed to get his share from Sophia, too. He had planned to clear his rent and some debts with that money, but everything went wrong. His image was already at risk in Mr. Smith's eyes. He had personally pitched the plan with confidence and failed at the very first step. Mr. Smith hadn't said anything, but Daniel knew better than to take it lightly. He asked Max for some money, but it was the end of the month and Max was tight too. School fees, car installments, and a wedding at his in-laws. Max suggested asking Mr. Smith for help, but Daniel refused. He didn't want to beg powerful people. Lost in these thoughts, he sat at cafe, elbows on the table, forehead resting on his hands, eyes closed. He was waiting for that familiar voice, the one that calmed his chaotic thoughts. In his disaster-stricken life, that voice felt like a moment of peace. But today, unusually, it didn't come at 8. Advertisements and songs played on the radio, but that voice was missing. He waited until 9:30. The show never started. The voice never came. Finally, he left, telling himself maybe she had some problem today. Yet his heart remained uneasy. Sophia's notice period had ended. The landlady was so furious she was close to throwing her belongings out. After a lot of pleading, Sophia managed to get a little more time. She spent the whole day searching for a house instead of going to the radio station, unsuccessfully. Every real estate agent gave her the same answer: no houses available. Please wait. Waiting was no longer an option. Exhausted, she boarded a bus back home, staring blankly out the window. She checked her mobile. As she put the mobile back in her purse, her hand brushed against a card. Skyline Real Estates. Daniel's name and number were printed on it. She flipped it over. On the back, 396 was written. Through Max, Daniel had gone for a job interview. He hadn't wanted to, but Max insisted. A faint hope lingered. Maybe the job would ease his financial troubles. But the interview went poorly, and half his day was wasted. Tired, he came straight to the agency. Max wasn't there. Daniel sat in a single chair, leaning back, eyes closed. He usually wore jeans and a t-shirt with a jacket. Today, he wore black dress pants and a deep blue shirt that suited him well. His neatly styled hair had fallen out of place, and his sleeves were rolled up. The morning's neat appearance was gone. So was his enthusiasm. The door opened. He opened his eyes lazily. Sophia stood there, bag on her shoulder, exhaustion on her face. He didn't move, though anger stirred inside him. "Good evening," she greeted softly. "Hello," he replied flatly. "Maybe you don't remember me. I'm the one who rejected the house," he cut in sarcastically. She understood the tone. "Have a seat." She pulled a chair and sat quietly. "So, what brings you here again?" The same issue, the house. "Can't you find me another place within my budget?" she asked, ignoring his coldness. "I did. You didn't like it." "It's not about liking. Doesn't it seem strange to you, such a luxurious house at such a low rent?" "My refusal wasn't baseless. Something is wrong with that place." "Well, fine. No one's forcing you." She fell silent. "And my refusal isn't baseless either. I don't have another house available." He leaned back, closing the topic. Silence stretched between them. She could leave, but where would she go? The landlady was about to lock the house. She desperately needed a roof over her head. He watched her silently. He wasn't her enemy. He was just angry. Her agreement would have solved all his problems. Finally, guilt softened him. "Give me some time. I'll try to find another place. I'm ready to take the bungalow." He froze. Yesterday she was adamant. Today she agreed so easily? Then he saw the answer on her exhausted face. Compulsion. Desperation can turn the strongest no into a yes. His conscience tried to protest, but his desire silenced it. The next day, her relocation was finalized. Daniel had prepared the documents, but unexpectedly, he couldn't finalize the deal himself. He had been shortlisted for the job and called for a final interview with the MD. He dragged Max into handling the deal. Mr. Smith sent his manager instead of coming himself. Max completed the paperwork and handed over the keys. "Congratulations on your new home." The bungalow was furnished, and Sophia had little luggage. With a few bags and cartons, she became the new resident of 396. She still felt uneasy, but necessity outweighed fear. Exploring the rooms, she reached the study. Books everywhere. A black grand piano stood by the window. She touched it, mesmerized. Pressed a white key. Soft sound echoed. Then she noticed a picture on the wall. A girl in a red gown playing the piano, seen from behind. "Man, I've searched everywhere. Where did I put the agreement copy?" Daniel complained on the phone, rummaging through drawers. "It's there somewhere, and why are you so desperate to see it? Don't you trust me? I'll give you your commission." "Stop talking nonsense. Why don't you believe me?" "It's not about trust. That girl is strange. She might come back tomorrow saying she won't stay there." "She's not strange, she's cautious. A single girl should be." "Fine. When are you coming back?" "I'll be there soon, but he is coming too." "Who?" The office door opened. A handsome young man walked in. "Kevin," Max's voice came through the phone. "Hi, I'm Kevin, Max's brother-in-law," he said cheerfully, extending his hand. Daniel reluctantly shook it. "I arrived this morning. Thought I'd check out my estate." Daniel wanted to punch him at the word my. Kevin kept talking. Daniel ignored him. Max arrived soon. "Where's the agreement copy?" "I think I took some papers home. Might be there." "You should be more careful." "Relax, Daniel, bro." "Stay out of this, and I'm not your brother." Kevin froze. First meeting and such hostility. Max knew Daniel's anger wasn't about the agreement, it was about Kevin's arrival. Sophia chose the upstairs bedroom, white and pink with a canopy bed. She arranged her clothes and sat on the bed, lost in thought. How lucky the owners of this place must have been. Her feet dangled from the bed. Slowly, a black hand emerged from under the bed, reaching for her foot. Just as it got close, she pulled her legs up. The hand vanished. Unaware, she recited before bed prayers, turned off the lights, and fell asleep, unaware that she was being watched by two pale, unblinking eyes. To be continued.